What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi. Now, I know I missed the past two chapters, but yo, I was tied up with a lot of things, vacation and all that stuff. I do apologize, but we back at it with chapter 39. Hopefully you guys can respect it. I do apologize, man. I do apologize. But I ain't gonna lie, the last two chapters were goated. They were goated, yo. Goated as hell. The one with Timma, loved it. The one with Ogre, I can't think of her name, but how she kept getting stronger, love that chapter as well. But we got this new chapter and we about to dive into it, man. It's crazy because the Demon Lords, they getting taken out left and right, man. It's only 3 of them left. Now, I'm curious how far a gap it is with the 3 that's left and then the 3 that actually got taken out. Like, is it a big power gap where these guys were nowhere near them? And if that is the case, man, hey, look, I don't know if the Exorcists are ready for these guys. I'm telling you, well, this chapter alone showcased how strong this guy is, and his design is sick. The crazy thing is, when it comes to these demons, like this one we got in this chapter, the number 1 demon, yo, word, when I first read the chapter and they showed, not this chapter, but first read the chapter, they introduced us to these guys, and they were like on the hand coming down from the sky. This number 1 guy design did not look this damn good. Like, this dude design is the best out of all of them. Between him and the one who has that had the brother who got defeated by Kiyoshi at the beginning of the series, like, yo, their designs is goated. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe it's just me. You guys can let me know if y'all feel the same way. But we about to get into it. What I like about Kiyoshi, though, it does get a lot of color pages. We got another one. And in every one of them, they make sure Kiyoshi is on the cover. If it's not just him, you know what I'm saying, it's no one else. Like, it's crazy to me. But the chapter, we get this amazing color page with Kiyoshi there. He got, it looked like energy or lightness surrounding him, which is crazy. It kind of goes with what one person attack is mostly in this chapter. So I think that maybe that was a hint to see what it was about. I don't know. But I do like this cover. But you got it where the chapter starts off saying the date, June 6th, 3:15 in the morning. It's crazy. Everybody's asleep right now, unaware of what's going on. But they make the statement that, like, yo, 3 demon lords have been defeated, the 5th, the 6th, and the 4th. And there's only 3 more remaining, the upper 3. And that's what I'm saying. I wonder how big a gap it is in their strength. But of course, you have it where it starts off with your girl Akari. She's standing there and she's seeing everyone get taken out in front of her. Everyone's laying on the ground, even Ono, you know, the girl who carries the big axe, which I want to see her get even. I want her to have more screen time fighting, like showing off her skills. I just think the fact that she's that small with a big ass battle axe, it's dope as hell. It kind of reminds me of Kikaru from you know what I'm saying, Kaiju number 8. Well, anyway, you got it where the first Demon Lord shows up, and Tonoji, I believe his name is. I'm probably saying it wrong. I do apologize. But you got it where he's standing there and he's wearing that mask, and that mask, the mask might even be part of his face, but that joint just looks dope as hell. And he got a samurai sword in his hand, another one on his waist. His design looks goated as hell. And he goes to say, like, yo, this is boring, man. I'm not having fun. Then this man sits down, not just a normal sit down. This man sits down Indian style. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about the level of disrespect. For one, you know how fast you gotta be if someone tries to attack you and you're trying to get up from Indian style. You gotta be quick as hell. That shows how confident he is and how weak he think his opponent is. The disrespect is crazy, man. But he's sitting there like, yo, this is boring, man. I need something else to do. You have it where Ono tells, you know, Akari to run. She's like, yo, just get out of here, run, you know, before you get killed, get out of here. And you got it where the number 1 demon lord is just like, yo, hey, listen to her, man. Go ahead and run. Maybe that'll be a little more entertaining. That way we can see what's more fun. You know, what's faster, my feet, your feet, or my blade. And I'm like, yo, damn. And he got the good lines too. Man, I don't want to see this guy get taken out, man. I don't want to see him get taken out. But also, you have it where you see like you know, a scope being aimed at him from afar. We don't know who it is, but it turns out it's your boy Winchester, and he shoots a blast at this exorcist, but I mean at this demon lord, but the demon lord manages to block it with his sword like it was nothing, and he won't even look in the direction. And then you have it where this this exorcist name is Winchester. I really like that. But when I think of the Winchester in general, it makes me think of Supernatural. Shows go to. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch Supernatural. But the brothers in there, they were called the Winchester brothers. You know what I'm saying? Their last name was Winchester, Sam and Dean Winchester. So him having that name just made me like him already. And he a sniper. So you got it where, this first demon lord looks and he's like, yo, man, to shoot a blast that powerful from that distance? Okay, this might be a little fun. And while he's saying that, you have it where, what's his name? Karuta. I believe his name is Karuta. He shows up behind using his lightning attack, and he goes to attack, the first demon lord. And he says like, yo, get away from my little sister. He ends up kicking the demon lord away. And I'm like, okay, we about to see a good fight. Like I said, this guy reminds me of Luck and Killua at the same time. Luck from Black Clover, Killua from Hunter x Hunter. But you got it where he shows up as well as the rest of his squad. You got the girl, I believe her name is Mako. She shows up as well, and that's when you have Karuta tell him like, yo, grab everyone and get them to safety. I'll deal with this guy right here. Me and Winchester handle this demon lord. And you got it where the demon lord is grabbing his sword. He's like, yo, what fun. This looks like it's going to be amazing. Then you got your boy Karuta thinking to himself, like, yo, he's about to unsheath his sword and slash half the city. This man is planning to take his sword out and slash half the city in half. That's insane. But you have this amazing moment where your boy Karuta goddamn stops the blade by kicking it back into his sheath. That panel looks so damn amazing. You even got it where the demon lord looks at him like, yo, damn, hey, yo, you pretty fast. And then he goes to attack him with a lightning rider punch. And then next thing you know, you see that the demon lord manages to block the lightning with just a single hand. Now his hand is twitching from the attack, which means it might have tingled or did some type of damage to him. But next thing you know, he goes to attack Karuta and he slashes him up with his sword still being in the sheath, which means he did that with just his fingernails or something. Next thing you know, you got it where Karuta grabs him and he does an all-out attack. He says, Rolling Thunder, Raiden. And you just see this big bolt of lightning coming down. And then he uses his maximum output on this attack. The panels look crazy for this chapter. This is probably one of my favorite looking chapters right now. But you see this big blast of lightning come down from the sky and strike this demon lord. And of course, you got it where the demon lord is just standing there. It looks like he's burnt to a crisp, but at the same time, he's unfazed. And he looks at him, he's like, yo, not bad, but not good enough either. Yo, the dude one-liners is crazy. Crazy. But anyway, you got it where he's standing there. And of course, you got it where Karuta says like, yo, all right, now you better give me a drink for this and you better not miss. And it seems as if he was giving Winchester as much time as he needed to charge up his attack to the max. So he unleashes his ultimate weapon, Manchester, and shoots a blast towards this demon lord, this ranking 1 demon lord. And of course, the demon lord manages to slash straight to through the bullet and send it flying back in Winchester's direction. And Winchester looks like he got hit in the face now. Is this a fatal scar? Did he get hit in the eye? It's kind of hard to tell. It may have even just grazed him and he's just unconscious. But he's laying on the ground. Next thing you know, you got it where Karuta is just looking like, yo, dang, he manages to stop the attack. Of course, he grabs Karuta. He's about to, the demon lord is about to kill him, take him out. But that's when you have Mako. She jumps in and she ends up kicking, this demon lord, or trying to kick the demon lord. And that's when this demon lord slashes her leg off. But you find out that leg is a prosthetic leg. And he grabs her by the other leg and say, well, maybe I should just slash this leg off and maybe you'll get stronger. Now, I'm very curious. I can't recall if they told us earlier in the series that she only had one leg and one of them was prosthetic. Did they tell us that? Is this something that I'm missing, or is this the first time we actually found out about this? I don't know, let me know. But anyway, you have it where he's holding up Mako and he's about to finish her off. You got it where Karuta jumps in, but he ends up getting stabbed. He falls to the ground. Of course, you got Akari. She's looking at everyone. Everyone's on the ground. Everyone's on the verge of death. Next thing you know, your boy Nihon and Jack Joe jump back into the fight, and it's just like, yo, he's constantly impressing me. He's constantly impressing me. He's like, not yet. And he goes to attack this demon lord, and he's giving it his all. And he's like, yo, I'm going to protect everyone. I'm going to make sure everyone is okay. I'm going to make sure everyone's safe. But you see, he's reached this limit, and he's struggling to keep this number one demon at bay. And in fact, he's actually struggling so bad that the demon says, like, yo, there's a level of power that a human can never reach. Absolute absurdity born out of absolute balance. And I am that absurdity. Yo, that shit was cold as hell. But then you got it where he's about to take out Nihon, and of course Akari is saying like, yo, somebody protect him, somebody. Then next thing you know, your boy Hijiri, he shows up at the end of the chapter. He tells, Nihon and Jack Joe, like, yo, I'm sorry I'm late, but you did good. And I like the fact that he pat him on the head, because, he is their sensei. Despite how you look at it, he did train them. And the fact that he pat him on the head, it's like he acknowledged Nihon and Jack Joe's strength. I like that more than anything in this chapter. And you got it where he looks at, the number one demon lord and says like, yo, from now on, you're going to be facing a cross paladin. This is my battle now. And that's how the chapter ends. And I really enjoyed it, man. Now I'm curious how this is going to go down, because, hey, yo, Hidori, like, yo, his attack, yo, it's pretty dope, man. This dude's just seems badass. I mean, I ain't a fan of the piercings on the lip, but for the most part, he's a dope character. But I'm curious to know y'all thoughts on this one, man. Let me know down below. And if you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.